welcome back to another vlog. If you're new here, my name is Cass. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm doing a day in my life with timestamp. I'm actually going into the city today, so that's a big reason why I wanted to do a timestamp, but I also have a ton of meetings, so we'll see how this goes. It's currently 6:55. I woke up at 6:30 and I kind of just tried my best to get up. I was so exhausted this morning, but here we are, up and about now. First things first, of course, I'm going on my 1-hour treadmill walk and I'll bring you guys along. For time reference, it's 7:10 and I'm now ready to go on my walk. Of course, I'm bringing my Stanley. I'm gonna try and finish an entire cup before 10 a.m. Currently 8:40. I just finished showering and now I'm gonna do some skincare. I don't think I've ever mentioned this, but I always ice my face. I got this little thing from Ulta. Basically, you can take this top off, fill it with water, freeze it, and it becomes a little ice cube. But I use this because it just feels super good in the morning. So now we're gonna do some skincare. I always start with Aquaphor as a base because then I use a lot of mattifying dry products for my makeup, and this just makes it not cakey. So that's a pro tip. If you have dry or combination skin, always put a little layer of Aquaphor before putting on your makeup. And then always put a little teeny bit under my eye as well. I just put the Aquaphor on my ring finger and then I just put this right under my eye. Next, I'm going in with the Glow Recipe Niacinamide, and I'm pretty much out of this, so I have like a couple pumps left. This just makes your makeup look more hydrated. Next, we have the Kiehl's Moisturizer. I've been using this for a couple of years. A little goes a long way, so I just take a little bit here and just dab this. Now I'm taking my eye cream. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Eye Rescue, and a little goes a long way with this as well. And lastly, I always finish off with some sunscreen. This is the Glow Recipe Niacinamide. I'm pretty generous with how much sunscreen I put. It's now about to be 8:50, and what I always do before I start my workday is I clean the apartment. I do a 15-minute cleanup, so I take everything off of the counters. I'll do the dishes, wipe down things, and make sure it's a clean work environment. The only thing that I know is gonna be here for a while is this batch right here, because these are all the things I'm gonna use for my event. So I'm just having a pile of things. Cleaned up now, wiped down the counters, and everything just smells nice and fresh. And then I lit my candle from Seaside Haven Candle Co. This is the Vanilla Almond. Very nice and like musky type of home scent, which I really love. I'm really excited to get into my candles for fall because I have a huge lineup. And if you watched my previous vlog, I just recently got this newest candle. Right after this almond vanilla one is done, I'm gonna light this one because I love when my apartment smells like coffee. Even though I don't drink any coffee, it just smells really, really nice. Going into my little drawer here and getting a macro bar. It is now 9:10, perfect timing. Have my macro bar, the oatmeal chocolate chip, of course. Always have to eat my macro bar in the morning. So what I always do in the morning is, I feel like I said morning a million times in the past 30 seconds. What I do when I start my work day is I always go and eat my macro bar. It takes me about 20 minutes to eat this, and then I go through what I need to do and then just get started. So I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna talk through things that I need to do. I personally don't use actual planners. I like to use a notebook and just write things out because I don't know if I'm the only one that's like this, but I will not be able to get something done if I have a specific time frame. I need to do it on my own. So when I used to time block, it would not work out. I like to have a weekly to-do list, and throughout the week, I will write down meetings that I have, or I'll write down more, I'll add things to the to-do list, and I'll write notes. So an example, which I need to update today. So So this week this is my to-do list. It is the launch event week, but I have a ton of meetings today. Even though I have everything in my Google Calendar, I also like to write meetings that I have in my notebook. So this is the schedule that I have for today. I have a bajillion calls, and I also have a venue walkthrough in the city, which I'm not looking forward to going to the city because I'm just not in the mood to do so. Jot down the meetings that I have that are in my calendar, and then I'm just gonna write them in my notebook just so I can remember if I am not looking at my phone or if I'm not looking at my notebook. I have them in both areas. So this is an example of how my brain works. If I have a different colored post-it, it's because it's for a different thing. So this is specifically for the SocialLux agency, and if I have a different color, it's probably for the SocialLux Club or another project that I'm working on. Today is Tuesday, August 6th. I need to do the newsletter to announce SLA. I still haven't done that. I probably should have done that on launch day, but my brain cells were not there. On launch day, I redid my entire website hours leading up to the launch, so I didn't even do the newsletters, but it's all good, so I'll do that today. I also need to do the confirmation email for those attending the event to make sure there's no cancellations, because I do have a waiting list for that. And then I also need to create, before I do that, I need to create a PDF schedule of what the event is going to be about. It's going to be very short, 2.5 hours, but I still want to make sure people are there for the most important part, which is the presentation. Today I'm going to do the venue layout because I'm going to do a walkthrough, and because for my business I'm going to be handling food when I do charcuterie boards and grazing tables. I need to do the food manager online course exam, and then after that I have to figure out if I have to do the food handler permit as well. Anyway, so that is the bulk of what I need to get done this week. Then I wrote down all my meeting dates, so that's all good. First thing I'm going to do is create the schedule for the event so I can send that out with the email. It's currently 9:25. I don't have my first call until 11, so I still want to get ready because I have to leave at 2:30 because it takes me about 45 minutes to get to the venue. My tour is at 3:30, so in 1 hour, it's 9:25. In 1 hour I'm gonna start getting ready for my calls because I have 11 o'clock, and after that I can work a bit more. I have a 1 o'clock, a 1:30, and a 2 o'clock. So I'll finish at 2:30, and then I need to leave right after that to get to the city. So that is what we're doing right now. Just finished the event schedule. I just made it very simple. It's very short, 11:30 to 2, but I have the venue from 10, so I'm gonna be setting up with my mom. So I'll quickly go through the very short schedule. So 11:30, coffee, light bites, networking. I'm bringing a grazing table and a coffee bar for the light bite, and then also of course networking, introducing people to other people. This is for the SocialLux Club community, so all of them are small business owners. I'm just really excited to bring everyone together. And then we have 12:30 is when I'm going to do my presentation, which I'm really excited for. A little nervous, but I'm for the most part excited. 1 o'clock, more networking, and then 1:30 is closing presentation plus gift bags, and the event ends at 2 o'clock. So very simple. I'm going to now download this and send this out in the email. Just sent out the email, so I can do this and then also mark that off. It is now 9:47, so I have about 40 minutes, so I'm gonna start to do the newsletter. This week is pretty relaxed for me just because the launch was last week and that was so hectic. Like the weeks leading up to the launch, I was getting practically no sleep. I get a little breather this week, but also my mom is coming in on Thursday, so everything I need to get done has to be done by Wednesday. I'm gonna be spending every single day, all day with her, Wednesday through next week, Tuesday. So I wanna just make sure everything is good, and I didn't wanna have to be at my desk and working when I could be spending time with my mom. Last week I had a really tough, extensive week because of how many things I did, but it's because I wanted this week to be very relaxed and just focusing purely on what needs to get done for the event, which I did a ton last week, so I don't have too many things for the event to do besides little things like putting together the gift bags, getting the printouts and all that. Actually, instead of doing the newsletter to announce SLA, I need to do a printout to put an insert in the gift bag. I need to do a thank you card to the small business owners. So I have 3 small businesses that are donating to the gift bag. I have the Wicked Scent, Butter and Lye, and Hearted Beauty. I made my little handout. It just says support small businesses, and then I put a little snippet of what each business is, and I also tag their Instagram so everyone can go and follow them. But yeah, you guys can just pause and read this if you'd like, and also support them as well. Time check, it is 12:13. The call ran for 1 hour, and usually all of my calls will do 30 minutes, but it's just one of those where we're just having like a good conversation, so I didn't want to end it because we're in like a good flow. Doing a quick little makeup look today. You guys already know I always use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder in 2, and this just makes everything super nice and airbrushed, and it smooths out, blurs everything, and it makes my makeup look so good. Actually, now I'm just adding bronzer all over my eyelid. And now I'm using the brightening powder version of the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish just to go under my eyes, and then forehead, chin, and a little down my nose, just to brighten up those areas. And now I'm going in with the Makeup by Mario in Mellow Mauve, and I love this blush because it's a really pretty pink, but I love to layer blushes, and I've been doing that recently. I've been putting like 2 different blushes on. I'm gonna put on the Cheek to Chic Love Glow Charlotte Tilbury blush because I love how this one has like a nice little shimmer to it. I don't know if it's picking up, but I take a little bit and I put this at the tops of my cheeks, putting on some highlight using the Makeup by Mario, what is this, Makeup by Mario Soft Glow highlighter in Golden. Just putting this on my nose. Then I'm just gonna set my face before I put on any mascara. So this looks a bit scary, but I promise it's not. It's just a lip plumper, just in form of a syringe. This is the Dr. Dennis Gross Plump and Repair Lip Treatment. Looks like this, and I actually really like this because it's a lip plumper, but it also makes your lips feel super smooth and hydrated. You can get this at Sephora. It's not a lip gloss, it's like a lip serum. It's a treatment. It's not sticky whatsoever. It's nice and smooth, and it plumps your lips, makes it look so good. Makes them very hydrated. Now I'm using the Shiseido eyelash curler. I'm still loving this lash combo Tarte Opening Act primer. You guys already know I've been using this for months now. I have to get a new one soon because the formula is getting a little dry when I apply it, so that's how I know that it's almost done. And then I'm putting on the lip stain from Clarins. I don't need to put any like lip gloss yet because I think I'm gonna eat lunch before I go. I'm not hungry yet, but I know that I'll get hungry soon. And I think I'm just gonna put my hair in a ponytail today since it's already halfway there. This is the finished look of the day. Now I'm just gonna put in some deodorant. I always use the Native Coconut Vanilla. It smells really good. Then I always put some perfume oil. This is Soft Vanilla by Pretty Girl Beauty, which is a small business. Found them on TikTok and it smells pretty good. Wearing my Fresh Cream perfume by Philosophy. Last but not least, this is the Skylar Vanilla Sky Hair and Body Mist. And I just want to spray this in my hair. But now I'm officially ready. Timestamp, it is now 12:25 and I have a call at 1 o'clock. So I'm debating if I should eat lunch or not before my call because let's check the schedule first, actually. Also, if you're in New York or if this is a thing for wherever you live too, there's these little bugs that looks like a big ladybug because you can't tell. But on the other side, they're bright red and it's really gross because they're all over the city and they're flying everywhere and it's an invasive bug and there's so many. Thankfully, it's not super invasive in my area, but I've seen in other places in Jersey and New York, they come in a huge pile of them are just on the side of the road. So anyways, really gross, and whenever I see them, I just want to close my blinds. So let's just walk through my meeting schedule. So I just met with Christina. I have Stephanie at 1 o'clock, then 1:30 and 2. So actually, I have to have lunch right now because if not, I won't have any time. Pretty sure I'm leaving at 2:45. Let me see. I also am wearing my leggings underneath my dress because I'm not ready to commit to a dress right now. I just want to be in my cozies. But I also just wanted to be ready because once my 2 o'clock finishes at 2:30, I'm gonna have to be out the door. I feel like because this vlog is time-stamped, I'm sharing a lot of details of my life that I normally don't, just like random thoughts, little details of my day, and it just feels weird because I usually like never feel the need to vlog it, but because this is like a proper day of my life with timestamps, I wanted to bring you guys along pretty much every single part of my day. Let's see, I'm gonna put in the address. So it's gonna take 45 minutes to get there. This is my current outfit. I decided I'm gonna eat lunch because I won't have any time. I just got off the phone with my dad. We just caught up for a few. It's now 12:40, so I have 20 minutes, and whenever I have lunch, I try my best to make it a non-negotiable to relax for 20 to 30 minutes to eat my lunch, and I'll put on my show because it just makes me have a break, like a mental break. I'm gonna watch a little bit of All American. Season 6 just came out, and have my pita chips. These are really good, way better than the original. And then I have my pre-made Caesar salad. And then after my lunch, I have a little cookie because I made cookies last night, just the pre-made dough from Pillsbury, and I had one more left, so I knew that I wanted something sweet after my lunch. So now I'm just gonna have my self-care time. It's more of like a casual brunch, and then there'll be guest speakers, but I wanted something to be very intensive. Being surrounded by small businesses have always been ingrained. Timestamp 1:30. I have my next call right now, but I need to fill up my water. Putting in a little Rhode Lip Peptide in ribbon. I actually don't really like this color. It gets the job done. When they first dropped this, I got the set of 4. Which is why I have this color. My previous call was a no-show, which I was bummed about because that means it has to be on another day. Today and tomorrow my call day. So if she can't do it tomorrow, then I'll have to wait until after the event. Thank you so much for meeting with me, and I'm excited that you'll be joining me on Sunday for the launch event. Half of them are gonna be people that have attended an event previously, and then there's another half that are new faces. So I always get so excited to bring new people into the community because that is what it's about, is always growing the community. All right, I just touched up my makeup and I'm ready to go. It is now, I don't even have my phone, probably like 2:40. The one thing I hate about summer in New York is the mosquitoes. So I always have to use a mosquito spray, and my family, a lot of them are allergic to OFF, the big brands. So the only brand I grew up with is Cutter because I don't want to break out in like rash and hives. So I go with Cutter, which is for sensitive skin. And I've been using this brand since I was little, so I just spray this on my legs, and I get bit by mosquitoes very, very easily, unfortunately. I'm very scarred because I remember this one time I was on a field trip in the summer. I think I was at like some sort of summer program, and we're going to the beach, but to get to the beach you have to go through a short trail in not really the forest, but there's a lot of greenery. And I remember walking and I felt like my legs feeling tickled, and I looked down and there's like 20 mosquitoes on my leg. Both legs were just full of bites. Since then, I have been absolutely scarred. Okay, anyways, so of course I'm gonna be wearing this little dress. I feel like I've been wearing this J. Crew dress. It's the same dress that I have in white. So I was gonna originally wear t-shirt, jeans, and some sneakers. This venue is near Times Square, and it's so hot and so busy and so gross in that area that I did not want to feel sticky. So I'm wearing a little dress today, and I'm gonna wear my white sneakers. Perfect timing. 2:45, and look at what my calendar says. 2:45, I need to leave. All right, so we're on time. So I'm at the venue. This is the venue I'm using for the event on Sunday that I'm hosting for the launch event, and it's actually a wedding venue, and so I wanted to just do an overview of it. It's gonna look a little different on Sunday, but I just did my walkthrough to figure out about the chairs and the tables and everything. Hosting the event more towards the morning, so there's not going to be any direct sunlight, but it does look really pretty right now. Anyway, so the arch is not going to be there because there's a projector, and that's where I'm going to do the presentation, and then there's seating here. It's very aesthetic and it's very me, so I'm really glad that I'm hosting it here. And then I have these white chairs, and I just decided that because I'm doing the presentation here, I'm gonna need some chairs. So I'm gonna have 4 rows of 10 because there's gonna be about 45 to 50 guests. So just for people to hang out there while I do the presentation. And then I have the high top tables back here, and these are gonna have white tablecloths. And there's 6 of these high top tables that are gonna just be for like mix and mingle. And then here we have the 3 tables in the back, and they're gonna have food, coffee, gift bags, and this is a back area to get ready. Like I said, it's a wedding venue, so that's why it looks like that. This is for like the bridal party if they had a wedding here. I love it so much and I'm excited. So these are gonna be white tablecloths as well, and we're gonna just move a bunch of things, but yeah, this is it. Time check, it is 4:12. My next call's at 5:30. I'm in Midtown right now, 39th Street to be exact, and I'm gonna find the train and get home as fast as I can so I can set up for the next call, because it takes about 45 minutes to get back and it's really hot and humid. But yeah, I'm just glad that the walkthrough went well. I feel very excited about the event on Sunday. Just got back. Timestamp, it is 5:05 and I have my next call at 5:30 and then I have one more at 6 o'clock and then I'm done for the day. As I went to the city, I need to wipe down my phone. Like every single time I go to the city, I wash anything that I was wearing. So I was wearing my dress, threw that right in the wash. I'm taking a full body shower today.
Yeah, I've been following your page for a while. I have a full-time job and then I'm also an entrepreneur by the side and started this about a couple of years ago.
The Social X Club was created to be a community that provides resources through events, whether that's bringing in guest speakers or whether that's just putting everyone in the same room. There's just a lot of things that are gonna also be launching this year, which I'm really excited about. That's even more resourceful.
Yeah, definitely. Thank God you messaged me because I saw you do have an event on the 20th. When is it? The 20th?
I have another one on the 31st. And so I thought about like, what if I created a community? We all are looking for people to make us feel motivated and inspired and someone I can go to when I have a question or just to make new friends. There's some girls in Jersey that I'll go and grab a coffee with like every other week or grab lunch with or grab dinner with. It's not even like a business meeting, but we just naturally end up getting so excited to talk about business things or what's coming up or have you tried this or that, and just bouncing off ideas and having a really collaborative conversation. 6:41, so now it's time for some dinner. I'm having the same exact thing I had for lunch. I had another pre-packaged salad from Target, so I'm just making that because my mom's coming on Thursday, so I want to just make sure I eat everything that I have in the fridge. Timing, it is 7:16. Gonna enjoy my dinner, have some dessert, and then back to work. It is now 7:49 and I had my dinner, but I was still hungry, so I decided to make some pasta, which is boiling right now. But I wanted to make my dessert. So for dessert tonight, we have some cinnamon rolls, and I haven't had these in a while, so I'm excited. I'm just gonna... There you go. I think I'll just make like half or something. Okay, so I'm just going to grease it with butter. Put that on the bottom and just spread it around. I'm just gonna do it like this and hopefully it turns out good. I'm just gonna put the rest in a little airtight container. Put the remaining roll in here. And I also have the frosting that I'll use some of that tonight right after they're done. But I'll put this in the fridge. I just made plain pasta because I was craving something chewy. Now you can judge me if you want. And if you're watching and you've known me since I was little, then you know that I always eat pasta with salt because I went to Pizza Hut. This is gonna be a whole story. I went to Pizza Hut at the time that they had buffets and you could make whatever you want. My cousin Alyssa and I, we went to the buffet with our grandparents once and we thought we were just chefs. We're like, let's just start mixing things and let's be chefs. And one of my creations was like, what if we get salt and pasta? Like that would be so good. And we're both like, yeah, let's do it. So we both get our plates and we have spaghetti noodles and then we put salt on it. And tell me why it was so mind-blowing to me. I was like, I'm a chef, this is great. I need to make this all the time. And growing up, I would always eat pasta and salt. I eat spaghetti, but then I always have a little bit of pasta on the side for me that's plain, so I can eat it with salt. That is my little story for that. All my friends and my family think it's so weird, but it is so delicious and very simple. Sprinkle some salt on and mix it together. Especially in college, like I would make Alfredo with salmon, but it wasn't hitting the same as pasta and salt. So of course it saved me a lot of money as a college student. So pasta and salt has just been a thing that I always love, and now it's something that I make whenever I'm just craving it. Nice and ready. I put it in the oven for 13 minutes and then I put the icing on top, and here it is. It looks so good. Just finished posting. It's 9:39. I have my computer here, and I have my notebook because I was jotting down some ideas, but I'm honestly so exhausted. I just want to lay in bed and get an early night in because I'm just so drained. I usually don't have 6 meetings in a day, and I also usually don't go to New York, and I did that all in one day. So I'm pretty exhausted and I just want to go to sleep. So I'm going to do that right now. But thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. Let me know if you guys like this style of vlog. I feel like it was a lot more personal and random, but let me know if you guys liked it, and let me know if you liked also knowing the timestamps of the day. I enjoyed sharing that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to spend time with me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.